Projects. I have a lot of projects I'm working on right now. Mainly, I'm launching a new show on my channel, my personal channel. So if you want to go check that out, you can. It won't be up for a little bit, but it'll be pretty cool. Also, I'm too lazy to set up my tripod, so I just set my camera on my bookshelf. I had to move my Ghostbusters, but it works. So, I like performing. It's something I've always enjoyed. Mainly, I have performed musically in choir and at piano recitals and stuff. But a couple years ago, I started performing in the theater. 3 years ago, I guess it was, my church decided to resurrect dinner theater, which was something they used to do, but they had stopped doing, and then they were like, we're going to do it again, and they were doing Oklahoma. And they did not have someone to play Allie Hackham in the youth cast, so, because the way it works is there's an adult and a youth cast, so there are actually two casts. But they didn't have an Allie Hackham, who is kind of the comic relief for Oklahoma, if you've never seen the play. So they asked me because, I don't know. I don't know why they asked me, but I'm glad they did, because I wasn't really considering doing it, but they came to me, it's like, we want you to do this, and I was like, do I have to sing? And they're like, you have one song, but you can speak. And I'm like, thank you, because I don't like singing in front of people. This is, by the way, my Allie Hackham hat. It's a nice little bowler that I had to wear for the play. It was just a cool experience, and I got to meet a lot of cool people, and you know, it was something I really enjoyed. So 2 years ago, I decided to be in their production of Bye Bye Birdie. It's a pretty poorly written play, but I enjoyed it because me and my best friend were in the chorus together, and we kind of went crazy. The cool thing about doing chorus instead of actually having a part is I build like way too complex backstories and little side bits and jokes and things. But I also got another souvenir where I had my Allie Hackham hat. This time, I have a Conrad Birdie CD, signed by Conrad Birdie. This isn't a CD, this is a record. Which brings us to just a couple weeks ago, when I was in a production of Annie Get Your Gun, which, it was awesome. I had a great cast that was very large, a lot of fun to put on, and I tried out for 3 parts, and I got the part that I really wanted to do, which was playing Colonel Buffalo Bill, which brings me to something I stole from the set, which is a Colonel Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show poster. Kind of touching on Claire's question, I find the hardest lines to do are not the big, long monologues, but those small lines. Like, for example, probably my longest stretch of lines in one breath for Annie Get Your Gun was, they've got her, Charlie. With that old horn-toed Pawnee Bill opening up his show against us here in Minneapolis, I'm not taking any chances on him getting better reviews than we do, especially since he's been telling everyone he has Chief Sitting Bull under his thumb. Ever since I read that in, even before I knew I was going to be Buffalo Bill, I had that memorized. It was just clicked in my brain. The hardest line in that whole play, though, was, how does that sound? Which doesn't sound hard, but it is. I've never missed any big lines, but I did miss an entrance in Annie Get Your Gun. I am supposed to lead a character off stage and then, like, just a couple seconds later walk back on. I led the dude off stage, completely forgot that I was supposed to go back on, went into the dressing room, started powdering my beard because I had to make it white, and as the scenes would go on, the powder would fall out, so I had to keep doing it. And then over the monitor, I heard my cue line, ran out the door, fell, just face planted. Then I ran right when I got to my entrance, started walking out. And so it wasn't that big a deal, but that was the one time where I really messed up. I love doing plays, but I feel like it's less about the actual performance. It's about the community that's built up around the cast and just having fun. Which probably means that I wouldn't do well with real theater, but luckily I don't have to worry about that. See you guys next week.